Welcome everyone, this is the TSI overview. I'm the Orcosaurus and today we are looking at Phantom Brigade. Phantom Brigade is a strategy game with mechs. So that's already cool, because who doesn't like his mechs? Either you're more the mech warrior kind of person, or you're more like the Gundam kind of person, whatever. Mechs are cool. And we are going into tactical battles with some mechs. So the base premise of this game is you are the Phantom Brigade, the leader of the Phantom Brigade, a legendary unit that is out in the world to free the people that are oppressed by another force. It is a very basic plot premise. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't pay much attention to it. It also didn't hold my attention very well, so I have to admit to that. But this is also not where the important bits of the game lies. It is more a game that shines in the gameplay department. And that is what we are going to look at next. So the gameplay for Phantom Brigade is the meatiest and most delicious part of it. It really does a lot of stuff different from other tactic games, because it is a mixture of a turn-based and real-time strategy game. How does that work, you might ask? So in the classic way, you have your overview map, you have your units on there, and you move in turns. But the twist is that the enemy also moves while you're moving. So you can basically pre-plan what you're going to do in the next segment or in the next turn, and the enemy is going to do his at the same time. The clue is you are seeing what the enemy will do, so you can react to it. This is a very reactive kind of game where you can see in the timeline, if you scroll through it, it's at the bottom of the screen. When you scroll through it and place your actions in the timeline, you can always see what the enemy is doing right at that second. You can time your actions according to what the enemy is doing. You can outmaneuver them, you can tackle them to the ground, you can shoot at them. There is a lot going on here, and it has a lot of tactical options for you to just play around with. The strategy part is unbelievably deep and unbelievably fantastic. I had so much fun just going through the motions and finding new tactics and trying to just improvise and reacting to what the enemy is doing. I've not seen it done in this way before, but it has a downside. You need to get used to it. In some instances, it might take a little bit until you really understand how the system flows, but after that, it's hard to put it down. At least for me, it was. The other thing is obviously that you can do is after a battle, you move through this overworld map that you have, go to the next missions that are popping up. What I personally really enjoyed is obviously customizing the mechs. There is so many color palettes you can give them. There's new parts, new weapons, new equipment, and you can basically mix and match your mech squad to just complement each other in perfect ways possible. You can have a sniper, you can have somebody with a shotgun and a shield, you can have a mech that is all out assault rifles and weapons. It is just fantastic, and it has so many options, especially when you go later into the game. You will just find options after options after options after options. It is fantastic. Really one of the best mech tactical games I've played, if you can wrap your head around the combat system. Because like I said, it does really need some time until you get used to it and what it actually tries to do. The graphics and sound are fine. They don't stand really out to me. They are fine. They work for what it is intended. What I didn't particularly like was the UI. The UI was not good. It feels cluttered, it is a lot, and it is overwhelming at first. So until you have until you got through the tutorial stage and then a few first missions. It will take some time until you get used to the UI. It looks like a lot at first. You can get used to it, but it could have been a little bit better designed, I feel like. It's not for me, the UI. Absolutely not. Other than that, I just recommend Phantom Brigade, despite a few shortcomings maybe, that it is not very, that it has a bit of an entry barrier and it's not very newcomer friendly. But if you like your mechs and if you like really tactical games that try to put a new spin on old formulas, this is for you. Go and check it out. It's out on Steam right now. Link is in the description. And if you liked our little overview for Phantom Brigade, please consider giving us a like and a follow. And check out our website where we have more articles and also our other YouTube videos. For example, we have a wonderful overview over Death Road's tournament that you can see in the corner right now. This has been the Orcosaurus for the Strategy Informer, the TSI. Thank you for listening and for watching, and bye bye!